Hi everyone. It's me, Aubrey in Wonderland. I don't know why I always feel like I need to say that. I know you know that it's Aubrey in Wonderland, but yet, and I always plan to start my videos without saying it, but yet I end up feeling compelled just to say it. So there, I said it. Okay, so I am here for my week 6 and 7 update. I missed last week. It's just been busy, crazy busy, and then when I wasn't crazy busy, I just didn't really have a whole lot to share last week. I wasn't feeling super insightful. Didn't really feel like my update was, that I had really anything significant to share, so I guess I just kind of skipped it. But I'm here. I didn't disappear, I promise. Anyway, so today is May 12th, 2016, and I had roux-en-y gastric bypass surgery on March 22nd, 2016. So also, just to let you know about my weekly updates, I'm changing my schedule at work. I'm going back to work on Fridays. My husband's going to take Fridays off and maybe focus a little bit more on ministry related, volunteering, things like that. So I'm going back full time. And so I don't really know about my update days. I know it's been kind of weird anyway, as far as I'm not always right on time. So I'll work it out. But anyway, I'll come back as often as I can, and I'm shooting for once a week. So anyway, my high weight was 288. My surgery weight was 255. Last time I checked in with you, which was my 5-week update, I was 230 pounds. My 6-week weight was 226.4, so that was a 3.6 pound loss for week 6. And then week 7 was 225.4, so a 1 pound loss for week 7. So in week 6, I did start feeling better. SJ, if you don't follow SJ Hamilton, she is in Saudi Arabia, and she had the sleeve, and she's about, I think, 16 weeks out right now. Her videos are great, you should check her out. But she has been telling me all along, just wait till 6 weeks. You will feel so much better. And I would say that's true. I completely, it was like one day I woke up and I realized that feeling bad and thinking about, oh, how am I going to eat, how am I going to drink, blah, 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 was no longer the first thing on my mind. Whereas before it was just like all-consuming, took all my mental energy just to be. And that's what I found so exhausting the first month after surgery. Somewhere in that 6th week, I realized, wow, I'm feeling really good, and I kind of almost forgot how bad I was feeling, which is a great sign, right? So that was good. I did go to the gym in week 6, although it is now 8 days later and I still haven't been back. I felt great. That should tell you right there. I felt good enough to go to the gym. So that was awesome, and it was a good workout. I had been afraid to go back before that 6-week mark because my energy was so low and I was feeling so awful all the time that when I did feel semi-okay, I didn't want to push myself into feeling awful again. So I kind of avoided that. And then on one day when I was just feeling great, I was like, I'm going. And I did well. I was shooting for 40 minutes on the elliptical machine. And I only made it to 30. And it was like, I just cannot do anymore. I'm just too exhausted. So, and before I had the surgery, when I was working out on the elliptical, I was up to like an intermediate level 8. And this day I just did a beginner level 1. I mean, like lowest you could do pretty much. And I did push myself to speed it up, and really get going, but I was still only on that, level 1. So, but that's okay. I'm glad that I went, and I know I really do need to get back because I felt good afterwards, and I didn't regret it. So I do need to get back. So week 7, as I told you earlier, I only lost 1 pound in week 7, and I'm definitely, like, I'm kind of in a stall right now. I have not lost any weight. Tuesday will be my completion of week 8, so I'm in the middle of week 8 right now. I still am at the same. I'm still at 225.4, like in that same 225 range right now. Sorry guys, I keep showing you my finger. Anyway, my finger. Anyway, I have my notes here. There's a lot of different factors going in. One thing is I'm able to eat more right now. I'm not in that 2 tablespoon category any longer. I'm really more like quarter of a cup to a half a cup, depending on what it is that I'm eating. I'm also expanding what I'm eating. On Mother's Day, I'm kind of getting into week 8 here, but that's okay. I'm just going to tell you what's been going on. I get confused when I start doing, okay, wait, that was week 7. I'm just going to tell you what my last week or so was like. I had a piece of cake on Mother's Day. I have learned that it doesn't really matter what I eat. I'm not having any kind of dumping. I'm feeling good. Now, if I eat something super sugary and I eat too much of it, I feel just like crummy. It doesn't settle too well, but I don't get sick or a stomach ache. But I can still only handle a very small amount. Like the piece of cake that I had on Mother's Day, I ate it very, very slowly. I ate it probably over half an hour, and I still only probably ate a bite that was about a quarter of the size of a piece that I would have had before surgery. So I had that. I've also been eating like pulled pork, chicken salad, tuna fish, soft meats, things that have been cooked in the crock pot, stuff like that. I tried hard-boiled eggs. I don't like those because no matter how much you chew up the white of the egg, it's still kind of doesn't really break down as nicely as I would like it to, and the texture gets to me, which I loved hard-boiled eggs before, and I probably will again, but right now, not so much. I'd rather have a scrambled egg or something. I did go and get some of those sandwich thins, the whole wheat sandwich thins. If you haven't seen them, they're super, super skinny. They're about the size of a regular hamburger bun, but they're very, very thin. And because I am allowed to have up to 1 piece of whole wheat bread a day if I wanted to, it's not really something I'm going to eat every day, but I had that like as a pulled pork sandwich. I just had one side of a sandwich thin, so half of a serving, and then I fold that in half with my sandwich stuff inside of it, like my pulled pork inside of it, and then I only eat about half of that. So I'm only having really a quarter of one of those sandwich thins, and that's been good. I've been snacking on cashews, which I really have to watch because my husband went to the store and got the kids special candy and stuff because we were going to watch a movie at home. My kids really wanted to go see the Civil War Captain America movie, and we let our oldest go, who was 14, but our 2 younger ones, we didn't feel that it was age appropriate for them. So we were kind of trying to salve that a little bit and did a special movie night at home. So everybody got their special candy, and I asked my husband to bring me some cashews because it was something that I could have. And those have been good, although I have a tendency to want to just keep munching on them at my desk or whatever, because he brought me a little pouch of them, and they're lasting forever. But I can see I could definitely go over on those. Potatoes has been really hard for me to cut out. I think it's because it's a soft food. It's something that I can have that isn't going to upset my stomach. It's very calming in my stomach. So, you know, potato salad, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes with sour cream and butter and all that. I've been struggling to stay away from that kind of stuff. So, I know that as far as my stall goes, I really need to get that under control, because I think it's foods like that that are kind of holding me back. I feel like with the food options that I've been choosing since surgery, I've been in a restriction mode. Like, I'm not gonna eat this, I'm not gonna eat this, I'm just gonna eat meats and cheeses and yogurts and stuff. And I now that my tummy is recovered and I'm feeling better and I'm getting a couple of months out there, I now need to start making some replacements and true changes, not simply restrictions. Because if I start looking for new foods, I'm going to end up doing what I've done this week, which is a lot of experimenting with foods I really shouldn't be entertaining. Because I'm not going to lose if I keep going with that. Moderation is the key. I don't want to completely not ever have a piece of whole wheat bread or not ever have a couple of bites of potato, but it is an area I struggle with, that if I, you know, oh, just a couple of bites of potato, okay, just a couple more bites of potato, you know, that kind of thing. So I gotta work on that. NSVs, that is, for those that may not know, it's non-scale victories, things that have nothing to do with actual weight. It's related, but it's not weight. First thing is my clothes have been getting really loose. I've been able to get into a lot of items that I was not able to get into before. And I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here. I'm in like a size 18 pant and an extra large shirt. That's down from a 24. Actually, the 24 pants that I was wearing, I think I told you this before, that I was using a rubber band on the button because they wouldn't even completely button. So I was probably more like a 26. And then my tops were like, to be really comfortable, I was a 3X. So the 18 and the XL I'm very, very happy with. I still have lumps and bumps in all the same places. The lumps and bumps are just smaller. So, you know, clothing is hard right now because I go to my closet and there's things that I thought would look cute for at least a little while, and I go to put them on and they like drape on me. It's like so bad I can't even wear it out of the house. So I've got those kinds of things that I can't wear anymore. And then I've got the clothes that are still a little bit too clingy, or, you know, I still have those bumps and things, like my tummy sticks out in certain areas or whatever. So I don't feel totally comfortable in those yet either. So I'm figuring all that out. But that has been an NSV because I've been able to fit into things I haven't been able to fit into forever. Another thing is shoes. The picture that I showed you in the dress, the shoes that I'm wearing in that picture, I was not able to wear before. My plantar fasciitis is completely gone. And not only that, but my feet are smaller. The shoes that I'm talking about in the picture used to pinch my toes really bad because they're an open-toed, and then right where the fabric started there on the toes would pinch really bad, and they were just too tight, and they had a little bit of a heel on them, so they were hurting my heels and the backs of my heels. Now they're loose. They're almost where I might need to tighten them if I can, or just get a different pair. So that's been cool, seeing my shoes get loose, which is weird because I was like a 10 getting into an 11. Now I would say I'm more like a 9-10. And I didn't have fat feet either. I always thought of myself as having kind of bony feet. So, who knew? Another thing is compliments. I have been receiving compliments. It's mainly from people who I'm close to that know that I had the surgery. So there is that little piece of me in the back of my mind, like, oh, they're just, you know, being complimentary because they know or whatever. But I have gotten also some compliments and even like looks from people that I know they notice, but they're not saying anything. So that's been good. One more NSV was my bath. I was able to take a bubble bath. I went ahead and pushed it before surgery. I just really wanted a bath. I have this little teeny tiny basic, you know, bathtub, and it was like, I was so uncomfortable in the bath, and there was like no space between me and the side of the bathtub. And then I dropped my paper, hold on. And then I took a bath the other day. There was so much room in the bathtub on both sides of me. I was just amazed at the difference. So that was awesome. Very last one, I consider it NSV, although later I may consider it a curse. I'm always cold. Today it's 80 degrees outside, and this would have had me sweating before, man. I would have been so hot. Now it's like I wear pants every day instead of capris because I know I'll be cold in the office. And I feel comfortable in this heat. I don't feel overly warm, or I don't feel too hot or too cold. But before, man, I would have been a sweaty mess by 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm enjoying the coldness. So anyway, I think that's it. As you can probably tell, I'm definitely feeling more up rather than down. I'm having more good days than bad. Now that I know I'm not going to be suffering from dumping syndrome and stuff, I'm not nearly as regretful. I don't even know if that's a word, but right after surgery, you guys know, I was feeling like, you know, what have I done? Why did I do this to myself? This is so drastic. And now that I know that I can have certain foods in moderation, when I feel like it's the right thing, I don't have nearly the feelings of regret that I had before. So I'm feeling normal. I'm feeling good. I'm noticing changes in the mirror. I definitely can see, you know, my jawbone and stuff, whereas before, I'm going to post a picture that I shared on Facebook where you can really see just from February. The first picture is from my husband's birthday, and I was really trying to take a good picture, you know, it wasn't just like a quick snapshot, but still I'm so full through here. And then a picture I took on Mother's Day, which just really shows like how I've thinned out, which is awesome. I feel good. Lost 30 pounds since surgery, 63 pounds total, and then I have 65 pounds to go to my goal. So I'm just about halfway there, which I know I still have a lot of work to do, but that's exciting. I'm very excited. I'm happy. I'm doing good. So thanks for checking in with me, you guys. I'm gonna go. I gotta get back to work. I'm on a quick break. So, all right. Love you guys. Bye.